Hello students, welcome in Gurukul Science Academy. Myself, Professor Vikram Wagmare. In this video, we are going to start our new chapter, Space Missions. This chapter is included in first part of our science subject. In this video, I have explained each and every concept in detail as well as I have provided proper notes for this chapter. If you like this video, then subscribe my channel so that you will get notifications for my upcoming videos. The content of this video are space missions, need and importance of space missions, artificial satellite, types of artificial satellite, formula for critical velocity, orbits of satellite, classification of orbits of satellite, high Earth orbit, medium Earth orbit, and last one, low Earth orbit. In the next slide, our first point is space missions. In that, the first point is man has always been curious about sun, moon, stars, and world beyond the earth. So from previous time, man was involved in the research related to the celestial bodies found in the space. The second point is initially man tried to observe the space with telescope. Later, he launched many artificial satellite and equipments like telescope in space. So initially man observed all these celestial bodies in the space with the help of telescope, but later man has launched many artificial satellites as well as equipments having telescopes. The example of equipments having telescope is Hubble telescope for the close observation of the celestial bodies in the space. The third point here is man eventually made journeys to space and has even built a space station for his space for the stay as well as research in the space. So after launching the artificial satellites as well as equipments having telescope, man has constructed and space station in the space for the residence purpose for the research of the space purpose. The fourth point is subsequently he undertook many unmanned space missions beyond the earth orbit to understand and study space beyond the earth and even beyond the solar system. So after launching the artificial satellites as well as of constructing the space station, man has launched many unmanned space mission for the close study of the each and every celestial bodies. The fifth point is there are four specific objectives of space mission. In that, the first objective is to launch artificial satellites in orbits around the earth for research and useful applications. So the first objective of space mission is to launch the artificial satellites for the research purpose and for the other useful applications. The second objective is to send the spacecraft to outer space for close observation and understanding of the objects in and outside the solar system. So the second objective of the space mission is to launch the spacecraft in the outer space for the close observation and understanding of the objects in or outside the solar system. The third objective is to launch the artificial satellites in the earth orbit for various purposes like telecommunication, weather study, radio and TV programs, transmission, etc. So third objective of space mission is to launch the artificial satellites in the earth orbit for the various applications like telecommunication, weather study, radio and TV program, transmission, etc. The fourth objective is to send artificial satellites beyond earth orbit to observe, study and collect the information about the other planets, meteors, meteoroids, asteroids and comets. So for the close observation, study and for the collection of information about the various celestial bodies in the space, man has launched many artificial satellites beyond earth orbit. So this is the fourth objective of the space mission. The fifth objective is to understand the part of universe beyond the solar system. So whatever the different part of universe beyond our solar system has been studied with the help of space missions. So after this, our next point is, do you know? In that, the first point is, the first person to go into the space in a spacecraft was Yuri Gagarin of USSR. So long form for USSR means is the Union of Soviet Socialist Republic. So Yuri Gagarin was the astronaut from the USSR who first traveled in the spacecraft around the Earth. So the second point here is he orbited the Earth in 1961. So Yuri Gagarin orbited around the Earth in 1961 in the spacecraft. Our third point is the first person to step on the moon was Neil Armstrong of USA. So Neil Armstrong was the first astronaut who firstly stepped on the moon in 1969. who is from USA. Our fourth point is Rakesh Sharma of India orbited the Earth in 1984 in a Russian spacecraft. So Rakesh Sharma was the first astronaut from the India who orbited around the Earth in a Russian spacecraft. The fifth point here is Kalpana Chawla and Sunita Williams of Indian origin also participated in space exploration through the missions organized by NASA of USA. So Sunita Williams and Kalpana Chawla, both from Indian origin, involved in the space missions organized by the NASA. The long form of NASA is National Aeronautics and Space Administration. This organization belongs to USA. In the next slide, our next point is needs of space mission. So we'll see our next point, that is needs of space mission. So there are total 7 needs of space mission. In that, the first need is real-time communication across the globe. Okay, so this is very important point here. The first need of space mission is real-time communication across the globe. So globally we get communicated with the help of space mission only. The second need is access to huge information on internet. So the information available on the internet get accessed with the help of space mission only, because artificial satellites help in the help to access the information available on the internet. So this is the second need. The third need is entertainment and receiving information from office. Okay, so the third need is entertainment. For the entertainment purpose, the space missions are necessary, as well as to receive the information from any part of the world to our desk or in our office. This is the third need. Our fourth need is management of natural resources. So the natural resources available on Earth can be managed with the help of various artificial satellites, okay, with the help of space missions only. So the next one is satellite surveillance for defense purpose. So for the every country has a defense system. So for the surveillance with the help of satellite, the space missions are very necessary. Next one, access to various activities like trade, tourism and navigation. So with the help of space mission or artificial satellites, the access to various activities like trade, tourism and navigation is possible. And our last need is advanced alert and management of natural calamities. So with the help of artificial satellites, we get advanced alert so that the natural calamities can be properly managed. So they are the various needs of space mission. In the next slide, our next point is artificial satellites. So what is meant by artificial satellite? This is the question. So the first point gives an idea about the artificial satellite. So see, the first point is a man-made object revolves around the Earth or any other planet in a fixed orbit is called as artificial satellite. So the man-made object which is revolving around the Earth or any other planet in fixed orbit is called as artificial satellite. This is the definition of artificial satellite. See the second point, the first artificial satellite Sputnik was sent to space by Soviet Union in 1957. So in 1957, Sputnik was the first artificial satellite launched by Soviet Union into the space. The third point is today more than thousands of satellites are orbiting the Earth. Okay, so in today's era, more than thousands of artificial satellites revolving around the Earth in specific orbits. The fourth point here is the satellite work on the solar energy. So the satellites also require energy, and that energy is provided with the help of solar energy. The fifth point here is hence solar photovoltaic panels are attached on the both sides of the satellite like wings. Okay, so to trap the solar energy, the solar photovoltaic panels are attached on the both sides of the satellite like wings. Okay, so solar photovoltaic panel trap the solar energy, and this solar energy is utilized for the functioning of the artificial satellites. Our next point is satellites are installed with various transmitters and other equipments to receive and transmit the signal between the Earth and the satellites. So various transmitters as well as receivers are also installed on the artificial satellites so that the information can be transmitted from Earth to various satellites or from various satellites to Earth. The seventh point here is depending on function, the satellites are classified into following categories. So here the first four are the artificial satellites, means classification of the artificial satellites, and the remaining two are the launchers which are used for the launching the artificial satellites. So see the first classification of artificial satellites. In that, the first one is the INSAT. The long form of INSAT is Indian National Satellite. The second one is the GSAT. GSAT means Geosynchronous Satellite. The third one is IRNSS. It means Indian Regional Navigation Satellite System. The fourth one is IRS. It means Indian Remote Sensing Satellite. So they are the four classes of the artificial satellite based on its function. So the remaining two are the artificial satellite launchers, which are used for the launching the artificial satellite into space. So the launchers are GSLV and PSLV. The long form of GSLV is Geosynchronous Satellite Launch Vehicle, and the long form of PSLV is Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle. In the next slide, our next point is types of artificial satellites. So here we can see the three columns. In the first column, types of satellite given. In the second column, functions of satellite given. And in the third column, name of Indian satellite series and their launch vehicle. So we will see one by one the types of artificial satellites. See, the first type of artificial satellite is weather satellite. The function of weather satellite is study and prediction of weather. So on the Earth's surface, the changing environmental condition or weather condition can be obtained with the help of weather satellite. So for the weather satellite, the INSAT and GSAT artificial satellites are used, and the launcher used is GSLV. The second type of satellite is communication satellite. The function of communication satellite is to communicate between the different locations in the world. So the main function of communication satellite is to communicate the different locations in the world. The artificial satellites used for the communication satellite are INSAT and GSAT, and the launcher used is GSLV. The third type of satellite is broadcast satellite. The function of broadcast satellite is to telecast of television and radio programs. So online broadcasting of television as well as radio programs are done with the help of broadcast satellite. So the artificial satellite used for the broadcast satellites are INSAT and GSAT, and the launcher used is GSLV. The fourth type of satellite is navigational satellite. The function of navigational satellite is to fix the location of any place on the Earth's surface in terms of its precise latitude and longitude. So the different locations on the Earth's surface are fixed, or they get proper, means their location can be properly obtained in terms of its latitude as well as longitude with the help of navigational satellite. The artificial satellite used for the navigational satellites are satellite is IRNSS, and the launcher used for this purpose is PSLV. The next type of satellite is military satellite. The function of military satellite is collect information for security aspects. So in the defense system of various countries, the military satellite is used, and it collect the various information for the security aspects in the defense system. So for that purpose, again, the INSAT and GSAT artificial satellites are used, as well as here the launcher used is GSLV. The last type of satellite is Earth observation satellite. The function of Earth or observation satellite is study of forest, desert, ocean, polar ice on the Earth's surface, exploration and management of natural resources, observation and guidance in case of natural calamities like flood and earthquake. So Earth observation satellite are used for the whatever the different things happening on the Earth's surface can be recorded with the help of Earth observation satellite. So the artificial satellite used for the Earth observation satellite is IRS, and here the launcher used is PSLV. So they are the various types of satellites, their functions, as well as different artificial satellites used for their respective purpose, as well as launchers used for that particular satellite. In the next slide, our next point is formula for critical velocity. So before that, we have to know about what is meant by critical velocity. So see the first point, the definition of critical velocity given. The velocity given to a satellite in tangential direction at a specific height due to which it revolves around the earth is called as critical velocity. So this is the definition of critical velocity. It means the velocity given to an artificial satellite at a specific height in tangential direction so that it get revolve around the earth. So this velocity is called as critical velocity. Critical velocity is indicated with the help of VC. The second point is, if a satellite of mass m is revolving around the earth in an orbit of height h with critical velocity vc, then its centripetal force is mv square upon r will act on it. So suppose an artificial satellite of mass m revolving around the earth at an height of h with velocity, critical velocity vc, then its centripetal force is mvc square upon r. So this is the formula for the centripetal force acting on the artificial satellites, where r is the radius of the satellite orbit from the center of earth. The third point here is, this centripetal force is provided by the gravity of earth. So artificial satellite revolving around the earth with a centripetal force, and this centripetal force is provided by the gravity of earth or gravitational force of the earth. The next point is therefore centripetal force is gravitational force between earth and satellite. Okay, so whatever the centripetal force act on the artificial satellite revolving around the earth, it is nothing but gravitational force acting on artificial satellites present in between the earth and artificial satellite. The next point is, it is seen that critical velocity does not depend on mass of the satellite. Okay, so this is a very important point. Critical velocity does not depend on mass of satellite. The next point is, as the height of satellite orbit from the earth surface increases, the critical velocity decreases. Okay, so this is very important point. Actually, the height of artificial satellite above the earth surface increases. As the height increases, then the critical velocity decreases. Okay, so we can see here the formula for the critical velocity. There is derivation about the formula for critical velocity. mvc square upon r plus h. R plus h means it is the height of artificial satellite above the surface of earth. R means radius of earth, which is equal to capital G capital M into small m divided by r plus s bracket q. After solving this, we get a formula, that is vc square is equal to gm divided by r plus h. Okay, after solving this, we get the formula for critical velocity. That formula is vc is equal to under root gm upon r plus h. So where capital G means gravitational force, or it is a gravitational constant, that the value of gravitational constant is 6.67 into 10 raised to minus 11 Newton meter square per kg square. The second thing is R. Capital R means radius of earth. The value for this capital R is 6.4 into 10 raised to 6 meter, that is 6400 kilometer. The next one is the capital M. It is the mass of earth. The value of mass of earth is 6 into 10 raised to 24 kilogram. Next one is R plus H. R plus H means radius of orbit of artificial satellite. And last one, capital small h. Small h means height of satellite above the earth's surface. So after this, in the next slide, our next point is orbits of artificial satellites. Okay, in that first point is, orbit of satellite is its path around the earth. Okay, so artificial satellite revolve around the earth in a specific path. That path is called as orbit. The second point is, the height of orbit, the satellite's orbit depends on its function. Okay, so already we covered this point. The height of artificial satellite depend on its function. The third point is, orbits of artificial satellites can be classified on the following basis. Okay, so the orbits of artificial satellites are classified on the following basis. So the first basis is on the basis of angle of orbital plane. Okay, actually see, around the earth there are orbital planes, equatorial plane, axial plane. These are the plane, or any angle means actually that orbital plane may be at any angle. So the sentence given here is, orbital plane of a satellite can be equatorial plane of the earth, or it can be at any angle to it. Okay, so based on the angle of orbital plane, this is the first basis of orbit of artificial satellite. The second basis is on the basis of number of or nature of orbits. So in that, orbital plane can be circular or elliptical in shape. Okay, this is the second basis, that is nature of orbit. On the basis of nature of orbit, okay, this nature of orbit may be circular or elliptical. The third basis is on the basis of height of satellite. Okay, in that, orbit of satellite can be high, actually that HEO, LEO and MEO. So the meaning of HEO, MEO and LEO is high earth orbit, medium earth orbit and low earth orbit. So in the next, we will see a diagram. In that diagram we can see the different orbits: low earth orbit, highly elliptical orbit, polar orbit, geostationary orbit, as well as the medium earth orbit and high earth orbit. Okay, so in the next slide, our next point is classification of orbits of artificial satellites. Depending on height of satellite's orbit, the satellite orbits are classified as, okay, so based on the height of satellite's orbit, there are three types of the satellite's orbit. Okay, the first one is the high earth orbit, the second one is the medium earth orbit, and third one is the low earth orbit. So these are the three earth orbits, means actually satellite's orbit. Okay, they are based on the height of artificial satellite present on the surface of earth. In that, see the first one, that is high earth orbit. In bracket, height from earth surface is 35,780 kilometer. In case of high earth orbit satellites, the height of artificial satellite above the earth surface is about 35,780 kilometer. Okay, so we will see this point in detail. See the first point here: a satellite orbiting at a height equal to or greater than the 35,780 kilometer above the earth surface is called as high earth orbit satellite. Okay, suppose a satellite revolving around the earth equal to or greater than 35,780 kilometer height, then such type of satellite is called as high earth orbit satellite. The second point here is the critical velocity of satellite revolving in orbit at 35,780 kilometer above the earth surface is 3.08 kilometer per second. Okay, actually the critical velocity for the high earth orbit satellite is 3.08 kilometer per second. The third point here is such a satellite will take about 24 hours to complete one revolution around the earth. Okay, so high earth orbit satellite require 24 hours time to complete one revolution around the earth. The fourth point here is the earth also takes almost 24 hours to for one revolution around the earth. Okay, actually this point is corrected. Means earth also requires 24 hours to complete one rotation around itself. Okay, so this point is we have to correct this point. Earth requires 24 hours to complete one rotation around itself. Okay, so the fifth point here is the orbital plane of such a satellite is equatorial plane of the earth. Okay, so high earth orbit satellite revolves around the earth in equatorial plane. Okay, equatorial plane is very important point. We have to know about the high earth orbit. The equatorial plane of the orbital plane of the high earth orbit around the earth is equatorial plane. Okay, so after that, the sixth point is the satellite's relative position appears stationary with respect to a place on the earth. Okay, as both earth as well as high earth orbit satellite require 24 hours for complete rotation as well as revolution, then from the earth's surface that high earth orbit satellites appears stationary. The seventh point here is if two vehicles are moving with equal velocity and in parallel direction, then both objects, actually that sentence is not given here. Okay, the continuous sentence is if two vehicles are moving with equal velocity in a parallel direction, then both the vehicles appear stationary to each other. Okay, so this is the continuous statement after this point. So in the next slide, the eighth point is therefore these satellites are called as geosynchronous satellites. Geosynchronous, why? Because both earth as well as high earth orbit satellites, they appear stationary when we see the high earth orbit satellite from the Earth surface, then we appears that satellite stationary. That's why high Earth orbit satellite are called a geosynchronous satellite. The 9 point here is, as these satellites are stationary with reference to Earth, hence they can observe a specific portion of the Earth continuously. Okay, so high Earth orbit satellites observe a specific part of Earth continuously. Why? Because high Earth orbit satellites revolve along with the Earth, means along with the rotation of Earth, the high Earth orbit satellites revolve. That's why the high Earth orbit satellite observe a specific part of satellite continuously. The 10 point here is, therefore they are used in applications like meteorology and for carrying signals for telephones, televisions, radio, etc. So high Earth orbit satellites are used for various applications like meteorology and to carry the signals for telephone, television, radio, etc. So after high Earth orbit satellite, our second type of satellite is medium Earth orbit satellite. Okay, in that, within the bracket, height above the Earth's surface is in between 2000 kilometer to 35,780 kilometer. Okay, so the height of a low Earth orbit satellite above the Earth's surface is in between 2000 kilometer to 35,780 kilometer. Okay, see the first point here. A satellite orbiting at a height between 2000 km to 35,780 km above the Earth's surface is called as medium Earth orbit satellite. Okay, so this is the definition of the medium Earth orbit satellite. Suppose a satellite revolving around the Earth at an height in between 2000 km to 35,780 kilometer distance, then that satellite is called as medium Earth orbit satellite. The second point here is, the geostationary satellite revolve above the equator, therefore they are not useful in the study of polar regions. Okay, so geostationary means high Earth orbit satellite. So high Earth orbit satellites are appear to be stationary in they are in equatorial plane. That's why they are not used in the study of the polar region. The third point here is, the orbital path of medium Earth orbit satellite is elliptical and passes through the north and south polar region. Okay, so the plane of orbital means the rotation of actually orbital plane of the medium Earth orbit satellite is the elliptical. Okay, elliptical plane. That's why the medium Earth orbit satellite passes through the north and south polar region. The fourth point here is, hence such orbits are called polar orbits and are used in the study of polar regions. Okay, so such type of orbit are called as polar orbits, and the medium Earth orbit satellites are used for the study of polar regions. The fifth point here is, these satellites complete one revolution in 2 to 24 hours. Actually, the medium Earth orbit satellites require 2 to 24 hours to complete one revolution around the Earth. The sixth point here is, global positioning satellites revolve in circular orbit at an height around 20,200 kilometer above the Earth's surface. So GPS, okay, global positioning satellites revolve around the Earth's surface at an height 20,200 kilometer above the Earth's surface. So after completing the medium Earth orbit, okay, our next type of satellite is low Earth orbit satellite. Okay, here the height above the Earth surface is 180 kilometer to 2000 kilometer. So see the first point here, a satellite orbiting at a height between 180 kilometer to 2000 kilometer above the Earth surface is called as low Earth orbit satellite. Okay, suppose an satellite revolving around the Earth surface at an height 180 kilometer to 2000 kilometer distance, then it is called as low Earth orbit satellite. The second point here is, the satellite used for scientific experiment and atmospheric studies revolve in low Earth orbits. Okay, so the satellites which are used for the scientific experiments as well as for the atmospheric studies, okay, are revolving in the low Earth orbit. Okay, the third point here is, depending on height of their orbits, they complete one revolution in around 90 minutes. Okay, so based on the height of this low Earth orbit satellites, okay, they can complete one revolution around the Earth, okay, within 90 minutes only. Okay, so this is very less time for the complete revolution of artificial satellites around the Earth. Okay, so in case of low Earth orbit satellites, it can complete one revolution around the Earth within 90 minutes only. The fourth point here is International Space Station and Hubble telescope also revolve in low Earth orbits. Okay, actually see the International Space Station as well as the Hubble telescope both revolves around the Earth in low Earth orbit. Okay, so after this, here the three different types of satellites based on the height, that is HEO, MEO, and LEO, are completed here. After that, our last point is do you know? In that, the first point is a group of students from COEP. COEP means College of Engineering Pune made a small satellite and sent it to the space through the ISRO. ISRO means Indian Space Research Organization from India. Okay, in 2016. The second point is the name of satellite is Swayam and it weigh about 1 kilogram. Okay, so Swayam, the name, the students from the COP college sent an Swayam artificial satellite into the space in the low Earth orbit for their respective studies. The third point here is it is orbiting the Earth at a height of 515 kilometer. So Swayam is the artificial satellite launched by the ISRO and it is revolving around the Earth at a height of 515 kilometer. The fourth point here is objective of this satellite was to provide the point-to-point messaging services using a special method. So the student of COP has developed an point-to-point messaging system with the particular special method. So for that purpose, Swayam was launched by ISRO in 2016, and this is helpful. The objective of this Swayam artificial satellite is to provide this point-to-point messaging services, okay, using a special method. So here this video is completed. So the remaining points of this chapter, so this here the first part of this chapter is completed. The remaining points of this chapter we will see in the second part. So till subscribe the video for next update and to be continued in next video. Thank you.